Oh, what's going on? Oh, today's the day. It was 115 day, and we got a lot of information about the DLC 2 map, which is called The Tomb. It comes out on January 28th, which is a lot sooner than the zombies community initially thought it was going to come out on. This map is going to be a smaller experience, very similar to Liberty Falls, with like tight corners, small spaces. We actually figured this out in my previous video, which is actually looking at DLC 2 map, The Tomb, through multiplayer, going on spectator mode, and actually going to the map, which is connected to a scrapped Warzone map called Avalon. With the information on the map, we also learned that there are plenty of side Easter eggs, which the community loves. The Wonder Weapons are inspired by ones of the past, which also tied with them hinting that the ice staff or the staffs from Origin are returning in some way. The new perks, which might be on the map, which so far the list could be Death Perception, Tombstone, or Mule Kick. Double Tap has been ruled out. We also got images of teasers for the tomb. They look like very maybe underground buried stuff, which could also tie down to the crazy place. But I mean, these are nonverbal ones. They don't have any text on them at all. Now, some of these teasers do. So while I flashed these nonverbal teasers, I'm going to get the verbal teasers ready, and I'm going to break them down and what each one could mean. The first image reads, "Here in this vast natural cavern, a Neolithic temple constructed to honor long forgotten gods. I must say, this was well worth the risk." I believe this photo was taken and these notes were taken by Gabriel Croft. He's from Vanguard. He instructed us to visit this dig site to find the Sentinel artifact. I believe he made this. This ties in Vanguard, the ancient Dark Aether gods, and just Gabriel Croft to the story. The next teaser reads, "Mejuri, you would simply not believe this place. Dashed pyramids can go take a jump in this lake. Wat." Now, I don't know what Wat is. It might be a different language, might be slang, might be abbreviations. I'm English. I don't know. But this third teaser here reads, "This sight blithering well, doth baffle and amaze. I suppose I shall have to thank Alistair for more than just the contents of his cellar." So it's teasing that this place was discovered because of the contents of Alistair's cellar. Who Alistair is, I'm blanking at the moment. Maybe someone from Black Ops 4, Vanguard. I don't remember. I'll do research in the editing. If I can't find anything, please comment. Now, this last teaser has, I think, the most important content. In the description of the post Treyarch made, it says, "The tomb of the self-proclaimed god, Optatus. This place finds way to humble even the omnipotent." Now, if you click the image, it says, "Evidence of occupation by much later culture, perhaps the cult of Mithras. Would you bally well believe it?" This who Optatus could be is interesting. Now you have the cult of Mithras in the mix. I'm probably butchering these names, but you get it. Now, the description for the map, which I found after the teasers, gives kind of context to the teasers and people by the name of Archibald. It says, "After surviving the horrific events at Citadel de Mor, Weaver, Gray, Carver, and Maya follow Graviel Croft's final words to a nearby excavation site to secure this Sentinel artifact, built on the remains of an ancient burial ground with suspected origins dating back to 2500 BCE. These catacombs went undisturbed for centuries until the early 1900s, and what lies beneath them may run deeper than anyone ever imagined. As the rumors have it, a British archaeologist by the name of Sir Archibald Forrington Smythe conducted an excavation at the site back in 1908 with grand expectations. Although no one can say for sure what became of him, a handful of photographs from his doomed excavation have recently surfaced." Now, I butchered a lot of shit, but you get it. Now, with underground temples, old dig sites, the tomb, and cults in mind, I used my new archaeologist skills to uncover what the cult of Mithras is. Uh, I Googled it and found a Wikipedia page about it. Mithraism, also known as the cult of Mithras, was a Roman mystery religion focused on the god Mithras. It was inspired by the Iranian deity Mithra. It was especially popular among Roman soldiers between 1st and 4th centuries AD. Worshippers practiced secret rituals, progressed through 7 levels of intonation, and held communal meals in underground temples called Mithraea. Followers referred to themselves as Syndexoi. I messed up the pronunciation, but they knew each other was because of a handshake. Now, the religion spread widely across the Roman Empire, from Britain to North America to the Middle East, with its center of the religion being in Rome. Mithraism was considered an early rival to early Christianity, but by the 4th century, it faced prosecution and ultimately was suppressed and eliminated by the rise of Christianity. So this was a real thing. Now, looking at the cult of Mithras and their underground temples, which they call Mithraeums, a lot of the architecture does remind me of, well, the tomb because, well, obviously it's inspired, but what we see is definitely Mithraeums. I'm going to put some of the designs up on the screen. Now, the artwork and kind of statues they made reminisce heavily of what's buried under the map in Spawn, which I think it is. I mean, this is all inspired. This isn't really theories. This basically confirmed, but I just thought it was very interesting that maybe we could have figured this out before the information came out. As for Optatus, he was a real person. He was in Christianity, which the cult of Mithras inspired a lot of modern Christianity stuff. But I haven't found anything about Optatus viewing himself as a god. I haven't really looked into him much more than I have the cult of Mithras, but there's still a lot of unanswered questions because this temple was made in 2500 BCE. And what were the gods they were praising? You know what I mean? What was the culture that took over the place after them? Was the people who took over the place after them the cult of Mithras, or was there something even before that? I do want to make a whole video about the cult of Mithras and all this stuff because I am really interested in this topic. I am studying to be an archaeologist in college, and this is all really, really fun. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really had a fun time making this video, researching all the new cult stuff and archaeology stuff. I mean, as someone who's studying to be an archaeologist, it's fun. I'm sorry for the lack of videos in the past month. I am transferring schools. Well, I did transfer schools, and I'm currently working on moving dorms. So a lot of my stuff is being packed up, and I don't really have a lot of my equipment. So if you do have information on the cult of Mithras or Opetatus or just pronunciation or connection to zombies, comment it because it means a lot. We're the zombies community, and the only way we can progress about the zombies community is by reaching out, connecting to each other to make more information happen. If you have any kind of suggestions for future videos, let me know. And thank you so much for watching.